I am Dr. Ashok Kumar Saini, Associate Professor in Mathematics in BLJS College Tosham. Function definition. A function definition or function implementation include the following elements. We have already defined in earlier lecture in functions programming in C. We have name of the function, data type of the function, parameter list, declaration of local variables, statement block, a return statement. Function definition, name of the function, data type of the function, parameter list, declaration of the function, declaration of local variables, statement block, a return statement. Now we have done something function body. We are here, function body. The function body contains the declaration and statement necessary for performing the required action. The body enclosed as in braces contains the following three parts. पहला पार्ट क्या होना चाहिए? Declaration of local variables which may be needed by the function. Apart from formal arguments, the function may also need local variables to carry out its task. Carry out its task. The function body contains the declarations and statements necessary for performing the required action. The body enclosed in braces contains the following three parts. One, declaration of local variables which may be needed by the function. Apart from formal arguments, the function may also need local variable to carry out its task smoothly. They are declared as ordinary variables like int a, int b, etc. A statement block consists of sequence of statements which do all the processing of that function. A return statement is used to return the value computed by the function. If a function does not return any value, function body, a return statement is used to return the value computed by the function. If a function does not return any value, the return statement can be omitted, or it is a good programming practice to have a return statement even for void functions that do not return any value, so that in future the function can be easily modified. In the absence of a return statement in the function body, the closing braces act as a void return. Some examples of function definitions are 1 comment line star return type function name argument 1 comma argument 2 comment line return type function name argument 1 comma argument 2 void sum bracket int a comma int b int c local variable c equal a plus b semicolon set of statement दोबारा देख लेता हूँ क्योंकि यू आर नॉट फॉलोइंग function body. The function body contains the declarations and statements necessary for performing the required action. जो required action करना है इसमें हमने declare भी करने हैं और statement भी देनी है necessary for performing the required action. The body enclosed in braces and braces में आएगा ओपनिंग ब्रेस क्लोज कंटेनिंग द फॉलोइंग 3 पार्ट्स 3 पार्ट होने चाहिए एक डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ लोकल वेरिएबल्स विच मे बी नीडेड बाय द फंक्शन अपार्ट फ्रॉम फॉर्मल आर्गूमेंट्स आर्गूमेंट के अलावा ये डिक्लेयर करोगे लोकल वेरिएबल्स को द फंक्शन मे आल्सो नीड लोकल वेरिएबल्स टू कैरी आउट इट्स टास्क स्मूथली. They are declared as ordinary variables like int a, int b, etc. Second, as statement block consists of sequence of statements which do all the processing of that function. Third, this return statement is used to return the value computed by the function. थर्ड क्या है रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट इज यूज्ड टू रिटर्न द वैल्यू कंप्यूटेड बाय द फंक्शन इफ ए फंक्शन डज नॉट रिटर्न एनी वैल्यू. रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट इज यूज्ड टू रिटर्न द वैल्यू कंप्यूटेड बाय द फंक्शन. कंप्यूट करेगा ना फंक्शन. रिटर्न इफ ए फंक्शन डज नॉट रिटर्न एनी वैल्यू द रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट कैन बी omitted. However, it is a good programming practice to have a return statement even for void functions that do not return any value, so that in future the function can be easily modified. In the absence of a return statement in the function body, the closing braces act as a void return. Some examples of function definition are return type function name argument 1 comma argument 2 comment line void sum int a comma int b int c local variable c equal to a plus b set of statement. printf sum equal percentage d comma c return optional return statement. सेकेंड ब्रेसेस बंद. सेकेंड टाइप क्या है लॉन्ग इंट फैक्टोरियल ब्रैकेट इंट एन फंक्शन हेडर फाइल है लॉन्ग इंट ब्रेसेस ये बॉडी है इंट आई लॉन्ग इंट product production equal 1. If n greater than 1 for a looping को we start, I initialization 2 से start है, I less than equal to n है, plus plus I, product prod star equal I, return prod return statement, end of the function body, ये brace is closed. तीसरा एग्जाम्पल दिया है, void display void, no local variable, braces printf, example of function that does not return a value, no return statement. Printf, example of function that does not return a value, example of function that does not return a value, no return statement. Function must always be defined in the global environment, that is, function can't be defined within another function. कहता है function है must always be defined in the global environment, that is, a function can't be defined within another function. Function must always be defined in the global environment, that is, a function can't be defined within another function. Function एक दूसरे के अंदर डिफाइंड नहीं हो सकती. The return statement, a major advantage of functions is that they can return a value to the calling function by using the return statement. Major advantage of functions is that they can return a value to the calling function by using the return statement. The return statement, major advantage of functions is that they can return a value to the calling function by using the return statement. A major advantage of functions is that they can return a value to the calling function by using the return statement. This statement consists of the keyword return followed by the value to be returned. This value may be an expression, a variable, constant, or even another function call. The returned expression may be enclosed within parentheses, though it is not necessary. The syntax of return statement is return bracket expression semicolon. Their expression and parentheses are optional. यानी ये ऑप्शनल है, रिटर्न लिख देंगे वो भी सफिशेंट है, ब्रैकेट लिखेंगे ये ऑप्शनल है, एक्सप्रेशन लिखेंगे ऑप्शनल. ए फंक्शन कैन रिटर्न ओनली सिंगल वैल्यू ईच टाइम इट इज़ कॉल्ड. एज सुन एज a return statement is executed, the function terminates. Following this statement with any other statements which may include other return statements is meaningless. However, if branching is used, the other clause may include alternate statement. For example, yes, if branching, if else, if x is less than equal to 0, ठीक है, return 0, else return 1, तो ये branching होगी. The return statement may not return any value at all, like if I equal 0, return or it may return an expression like double square root bracket double x, return square x star x semicolon 1. If the data type specified in the function type or function header is inconsistent with the data type of the value returned by the return statement, the compiler will attempt to convert the quantity represented by the expression to the data specified in the function type. This could result either in a compilation error or it may involve a partial loss of data, e.g. float is truncated to int. Float क्या है is truncated to int. To any event, inconsistencies of this type should be avoided. In any event, inconsistencies of this type should be avoided. Accessing a function can be accessed, that is called, by simply using the function name followed by list of actual parameters if any, enclosed in parentheses. The function call may be a part of simple expression such as an assignment statement, or it may be one of the operands within a more complex expression. For example, consider the following program. Include standard input output.h void main. Accessing a function can be accessed, that is called, by simply using the function name followed by a list of actual parameters if any, enclosed in parentheses. The function call may be a part of simple expression such as an assignment statement, as it may be one of the operands within a more complex expression. For example, consider the following program. Program 1. Include std standard input output.h void main int y equal to factorial bracket 10. Function call printf %d new line character comma by bracket 1. When the compiler encounters the function call, it transfers the control to the function factorial. When the compiler encounters the function's call, it transfers the control to the function factorial. This function is then executed. The return statement returns a value 24320, which is assigned to y. Program 1 factorial का है ये, ठीक. The arguments appearing in the function call are referred to as actual arguments. Actual arguments, since they are actual values that are supplied to the function. The values supplied by the actual arguments present in the function call are substituted in the formal arguments. Arguments present in function definition. The actual arguments may be expressed as constants, single variable, or more complex expressions. There may be several different calls to some function from various places within a program. The actual arguments may differ from one function call to another. Within each function call, the actual arguments must correspond to the formal arguments in the function definition, that is the number of actual arguments must be same as the number of formal arguments, and each actual argument must be of the same data type as its corresponding formal argument. Consider the following program. Program 2. Program to find largest of three numbers. Include standard input output.h, include conio.h. Determine largest of two numbers. Int maximum int x, int y. Function definition. Int z, int x. If x greater than y, x equal to x, else x equal to y, return z. And of function defined, and of function definition. ये बन हो गया int z, if x greater than y, z equal to x, else x equal to y, return z. Void main bracket 1, int a b c d, clear screen, printf, new line पे enter the values of a b and c, new line character, scanf, percentage d, percentage d, percentage d, and a and b and c. D maximum a b. First function call as an expression. Printf maximum, percentage d, maximum cd. Second function call as a constant. Get character output, enter the value of a, b and c. 23, 78, 876, maximum इनमें से 876. दोबारा करूँ, क्या है ये? Include program to find largest of three numbers हैं. stdio.h, conio.h. Comment, determine the largest of two numbers. पहले दो में से largest. तो int maximum, int x, int y. तो body शुरू है int x. If x greater than y, z equal to x, else z equal to y, return z. Braces 1. void main, ये main है. तो int a b c d जो int type है, clear screen, printf, new line character, enter the value of a, b and c, dot, new line character, and of function definition है, return z. d क्या है? maximum of a b. scanf, printf के बाद scanf, डाटा देना पड़ेगा आपको. percentage d, percentage d, percentage d, a and b and c. d क्या है? maximum a b. first function calling as an expression. printf maximum percentage d, comma maximum cd. second function call as a constant. get character. Okay. The function maximum is called accessed from two different places in main. The first call is an assignment expression with actual parameters a and b, while the second call is as a constant with parameters c and d. Function that does contain any value may not be used in expressions but can be called to perform certain tasks specified in the function. For example, printf function displays its contents but do not return any value to the main function. Such functions are called independent statements. E.g., printf a, b, c, independent statements. This function causes the values of a, b, c to be processed internally, that is displayed within the function without returning any value. This type of function are independent statement as these are needed to be terminated by a semicolon. एक मिनट भाई, ये ऐसे नहीं आ सकती सी लैंग्वेज, ये तो कंप्यूटर पे ही सिखाई जा सकती है. Do not return any value to the main function. Such function are called independent statement. Printf a, b, c, independent statement. This function causes the value of a, b, c to be processed internally, that is displayed within the function without returning any value. This type of function are independent statement on these are needed to be terminated by semicolon. Function declaration or function prototyping. In the preceding programs, the user defined functions have always preceded main से preceded होगा user defined function, thus main function से पहले आएगा. Thus when these programs are compiled, the user defined function are defined before the first function access. However, in a top-down approach, the function main appears ahead of all other user-defined functions. In such situations, the function call which is in the main precedes the function definition. This causes a compile time error unless the compiler is first alerted in the fact that the function being accessed is defined later in the program. A function prototype is used for this purpose. The general form of a function prototype is function type, function name. ये इसका सिंटैक्स है. फंक्शन टाइप कैसा है? फंक्शन नेम फिर पैरामीटर लिस्ट. This is very similar to the function header line except the terminating semicolon. ठीक. The names of the arguments within the function prototype need not be declared elsewhere in program, as these are dummy argument names that are recognized only within the prototype. In fact, the argument names can be omitted. However, the types must match the type of parameters in the function definition in number and order. For example, the following are all valid function prototypes: void main, void sum, int a, int b, void sum int c int d, void sum int comma int, long int, factorial int, not argument name may differ, minimum function declaration. Then we place the function prototype above all the functions including main. The prototype is referred to as a global prototype. A prototype declared as global environment is variable to all the functions in the program. When we place the prototype inside the definition of another function that is in the local declaration section, the prototype is called a local prototype. Such declarations are primarily used by the functions containing them. It is good programming style to declare prototypes in the global environment before main. It adds flexibility and provides an excellent quick reference to the functions used in the program and enhances documentation. Function declarations are not mandatory in C. They are desirable, however, because they further facilitate error checking between the calls to a function and the corresponding function definition. Okay, you will go through 2 or 3 times from with this, and also use C language on computer. Then you will be satisfactorily understand this. If there is any difficulty or any problem, you may ask me. Thank you. We will meet in the next lecture.